honor. We call upon our troopers in this our darkest hour. Our way of life is what we're fighting for. The flag that flies above us inspires us each day to give our very best in every way. It's a good day to die when you know the reasons why. Citizens, we fight for what is right. A noble sacrifice. When duty calls, you pay the price. For the Federation, I will give my life. When all is fair in love and war, that's what my gunny says. You're not alive unless you're almost dying. These are the words I march by. Duty, courage, honor. Every single day I'm out there trying. It's a good day to die when you know the reasons why. Citizens, we fight for what is right. A noble sacrifice. When duty calls, you pay the price. For the Federation, I will give my life. Courage, duty, honor. Eagle, he flies high above us. Eagle, he makes our spirits soar. Give me the strength to carry on, to fight and win this war. It's a good day to die when you know the reasons why. Citizens, we fight for what is right. Courage, duty, honor. A noble sacrifice. When duty calls, you pay the price. For the Federation, I will give my life. Courage, duty, honor. It's a good day to die when you know the reasons why. Citizens, we fight for what is right. A noble sacrifice. When duty calls, you pay the price. For the Federation, I will give my life. For the Federation, I will give my life.
Hello, hello, Kalu Kalay. What? Well, this is a new one. All right, let's what's going on here? Oh, god damn it. Wow, thanks Google. Very convenient. Very convenient of you. Alright, Google decided to log me out. That's cool. Alright, give me 1 second. Hello, I'm back. Yes, that was a new one. Never had that happen before. Hello, everyone. My name is Notepad Anon. I write games for fun. And what are we doing today? Well, today we're going to be working more on Iron Methuselah. Google just want to say fuck you. Yeah, exactly. And also, thank you very much, Eyes of Osiris, for following. And of course, we've got a Manly right off the way. Of course, we've got Brigador Manly. the most appropriate looking manly I could make. This one took way longer than it should have. I was like, I don't quite know what I want to do here, so I instead made manly just more schizophrenic than usual. Get in the mech, manly, or Pro will have to pilot next. But yes, I hired Methuselah. And speaking about mechs, today is Mech Day. Mech Day is always a fun time. So, big things that happened. I wrote lore. I wrote just a lot of lore, and when it comes to writing lore, it's just... When it comes to writing lore, it's just I have to sit down and write as much as possible. There's nothing fun, there's nothing exciting about it, there's just me having to sit down and write it. Not entirely done, but we're making good progress. Now we get to do probably one of the most complicated aspects of the game. You see all these charts? These charts need to go in this game now. This is where things are going to get real complicated and real unfun. But it's going to be unfun in the way of I get to sit here and ponder charts. So if you ever have any questions, now's the time to ask them, because it's going to be a lot of hemming and hawing. Exactly, it's going to be a thrilling watch. Hell yeah, spreadsheets. Glasses are all messed up. Yeah, it's going to be spreadsheet central because I can't escape spreadsheets, no matter what I do. And every game I write will just be more fucking spreadsheets. It's great. I love it. This is the exciting experience. This is the kind of quality content you get from one Notepad anon. What is on my glasses? For those who don't know, I wear glasses because I am a blind motherfucker. And if I don't wear my glasses, I can't see anything. I've had people say, oh, well, you need to get LASIK, you need to get contacts. No, absolutely not. I don't like anything touching my eye. If I can avoid anything touching my eye or my eye socket or anywhere around my face, I'm in. I don't want to do it. I like my glasses. Even though these ones are getting a bit up with these damn... This has just been a cursed start of the stream. It's just been a horribly cursed stream. I can't see. Google decides to log me out, probably because some, Zimbabwean man has decided to steal all my information. It's just a disaster. My life is falling apart, and that's why you should donate to Notepad Anon at patreon.com or go to my Ko-fi page. Also now sponsored by fucking, I don't know, Raid Shadow Legends. That's cool, right? People still do Raid Shadow Legends ads, right? I haven't seen one in a while. Here we go. Have you seen a Raid Shadow Legends in a while? I haven't. It's gamer subs. That's all I see is fucking gamer subs. And I know one person who's like, I love gamer subs, and it's my friend. But he was also the one who had a wall full of monster cans, and I'm like, I don't think you need these. Alright, so... Want to get the exact hybrid assault vehicle. The Haven. The Haven. The Haven is the Their soul and a metal doll that reflects their soul on a metal doll that reflects their soul in a galaxy of flame. When the process, the boot process, each haven is designed. Each haven is designed by a team of engineers aboard the sanctuary ship, with input with sanctuary ship with drawing from combat data and preferences of the Engram itself. During the load process, the during the load process, the Engram becomes one with their haven, feeling its body, its metallic body. Its metallic body becoming as real as flesh for the digital soul nomad. Havens are easy enough to replace. Should they without the need for sophisticated. Without the need for a pilot safety measures, they've become a little more than Engram piloted drones. Drones in the field. Standing. Each one stands. Let's see. If we want to do mobile suit size, we want to do mobile suit size. I just want to see what a mobile suit stands at. Very basic. A mobile suit, basic Gundam stands 18. All right. 18 meters. So this would be a how tall does a neck stand? 10, 5, So AC6 ones are actually a little taller than traditional ACs. 5 meters, so let's call it at 8 meters. Yeah, I'm okay with calling it meters. That's pretty reasonable. So each one stands 8 to I'm an hour late. Sup, cunts. We started 15 minutes ago. Don't think about it. Each one stands 8 to 9 meters tall. And are traditionally bipedal. When one of the jump jets and I saw the 8 on your Discord pig and assumed it was earlier. Nope, here we are. Let's see. Jump jets are embedded in the leg back. Have you had a chance to look into Twilight 2004? Yes, I have, actually. I think Twilight 2004E is probably the best version of Twilight 2000 you can get now. For better or for worse. Its system is fine. I am okay with Year Zero, and I understand that with people did not like Year Zero. I would understand that completely. I would also understand if people say Year Zero is my favorite engine in the world. I wanted a little bit more meat behind it, but that it is what it is. The leg, back, and shoulder piece. I'm allowing them for unprecedented. Let's see. Jump shots are embedded. Let's see. Jump shots are embedded in the leg, back, and shoulder piece of reach and allowing for unprecedented agility and speed. Speed combined with. Hey, if you have the base building rules, you're gonna keep using the base building rules. Let's see. Allowing the impressive speed and agility combined with integrated. Base building is one of those things that's... Base building is fun. However, base building is fun if everyone else thinks it's fun. If nobody else wants to engage with it, then it's not fun. Games that really, like, assume you want to get into base building have to make it, like, a front and center thing. And even then, it's usually not that big of a priority. I think they do it pretty alright in Twilight 2000, because it's more like a camp. Let's see. Victory. Fearless in the face of death. Let's see. So we do this. Haven is the Engram's physical reflection on reality. Is a Engram's. Is an Engram's. The Engrams. Sanctuary ship, integrated armaments, each having an equivalent walking war machine as numb to pain and fearless in the death. We go onto the line, we put this here. So next we have to do okay, this is where things start getting very confusing. Okay, this is okay. So, okay, so each allows weapons, tools, weapons or in theory, a haven can have infinite number of parts, all strung together. must logically connect to one another, connect to one another, as well as be able to protect itself in the chain. Each part of the haven is paid for by the use of score. To edit, repair, and design the haven. Each engram has a total of 500 score to build out their initial haven. Okay, so we do this. Infinite number of parts. So, okay. This is where things started getting a little messy. Let's see. Let's see. Each haven is in parts that come on the standard on factory. Let's see, each of these may be replaced or edited further depending on the desire of the engram and their cohorts. So let's do this correct. So you've got torso. Okay, so we get back to this, and then we do. Actually, no, we should do this. We go here. We hit 2 full metal hellions. Do a standard haven. This, and then we hit this here. We go here. We hit basic part size. We push it down a little bit, and we go boop boop. This is where things started getting a little, bit hectic. So. Connections, watch, so, and notes. So, basic parts, and our basic things here. Let's see. People keep telling me I need to go over Forbidden Lands, by the way. I I always find that very fascinating. People have told me they love the system a lot, never really found a place for it. A game like Alien RPG seemed like one off, but it's there anyway because Year Zero's engine. One more question about systems, so I don't take over the stream. Lol. Have you? Don't worry about taking over the stream. Have you ever seen a powered by polymorph? Yes, I have. Can I remember the game? No, but I do. I have gone over a powered by polymorph game. Can I tell you anything more about that? No, I can't remember the name of it. If I saw the cover, I'd be able to say, "Oh yeah, that's powered by polymorph." I don't exactly remember liking it, but. Mm. 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 Okay, so basic idea. This is the most basic premise that I can get. I can do this. So, head, torso, arm. This seems kind of silly to talk about. However, this is important. There we go. This is the most basic premise of what these things actually do, what they should actually look like. Now, what we get to do now is let's see. Actually, we're probably concerned. Each haven part is broken down into let's see. Let's see. Parts type indicates. Part indicates what the. Let's see. Primary function of the part. Let's see. Parts type indicates what the primary function of the part is. Let's. Table right here. We do header, head, leg, head, torso, arm, leg, appendage. Housing houses. Let's put a data point of the Engram. Houses a majority of its. Actually, no. Houses a majority of its Want to do? Mm, 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 mm. Torso, arm, leg, appendage. Torso. Mm, 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 mm. Let's see. Should it be destroyed? The haven has already ceased function. Armed. Mm, 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 mm. This, there we go. We understand what each one does. Then we move on to type indicates what it's actually going to be doing. This doesn't sound too exciting, but let's see. A part score value is how valuable the part is, and how likely it is for the engineers to repair it after a combat operation. Higher the conflict, crucible of conflict. A part connect. Connect value is how many additional parts may be connected to it. For example, a standard torso. Actually, a factory torso. Let's see. For example, a factory torso has 5 connections, allowing two arms, 2 legs, and a head to be attached freely. A factory arm. Let's see. Actually, I feel like slots should get changed. Let's see. Connect parts. Connect value. Yeah, that's actually that it can connect to one other part. That it's a very convoluted way of saying, hey, this is how many different parts you can slap on it. Let's see. I'm actually here now. I have food. How's everyone doing? We're doing good. Was it mazes? No idea. Let's see. The worst thing about Forbidden Lands is the dice color situation. Not very special when the gimmick dice don't give you near enough to play. Well, 2018 looks like a recent game in early 80s. Oh, it has special dice. Oh, Elf King. I've heard of Elf King. Has anyone seen Madam Web? Madam Web. Here's a secret. I thought Madam Web came out like 3-4 months ago. I thought that movie came out way long ago. Like, I could have swore this movie came out like 3 months ago. And I'm like, yeah, it has to. Like, it's had to have like come out like way earlier, because I remember them talking about it really hard, and I'm like, am I imagining this? I thought I thought I had gaslit myself. I'm like, this isn't real. I thought it was a joke. Like, let's see. What's Hollywood Reporter? Forget about the new franchise. Yeah, Madam Web. Now, you want to know what the curse thing was? Now, this is one of those things, this is one of those funny moments that I thought was very, very amusing. Now, this is Madam Web from the old cartoon. Anyone remember the old Spider-Man cartoon and how great it was? Now, here's the funny thing. My mom called me and she said, Notepad, hey, I thought Madam Web was supposed to be old. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And she's like, here, no, look at like this. And she sends me this exact image. She said, I thought she was supposed to be old. Why is she so young in this new movie? I'm like, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, mom, how innocent you are. How innocent you are to the whims of Hollywood. It came out on Valentine's Day for some damn reason. I mean, it's a good, if you were to think about it, what are people doing on Valentine's Day? You're going to the movies, you're going to hang out. I mean, what's in the movies right now? Let's see. Now playing. Dune Part 2 is apparently playing around me. I should go see Dune Part 2. Madam Web. The Demon Slayer movie. But there's the Bob Marley movie is apparently here. Ordinary Angels apparently playing. I don't know why. I'm like trying to figure out, like, there's like no good movies playing right now. Well, yeah, but because it's a female-led superhero movie. Come on, the kids, they're supposed to like that. You don't understand. Let's see. What would be a good term for, like, connections are like what you can connect things to. These are connection slots. If we're thinking of like a model, this is the little places you can snap the parts into. That's the idea of connect. You go punk, you put it in. What would you call armaments, but it's not always armaments. Like, Because pretty much the idea is that you're adding weapons to a slot. But I don't quite know how to word armaments, I guess. Socket. Hardpoint could work. That could we could use hard points. The only movie I've had interest in recently was Godzilla -1. I want to see Godzilla -1, but they weren't playing it around me, and I was so fucking mad. I was so angry. They're like, nah, we're gonna play stupid movies no one cares about. I'm like, damn it. Because here's the beautiful thing around where I live. They had a really nice movie theater. A real nice one. Then it got shut down. So now if I want to go to the movie theater, I have to either take the bus on a winding nightmare journey, or I get on a train and I go about for about 50 minutes down to a big ass mall. I get off at the mall and then I go see the movie. And then yeah, it's a whole endeavor just to go see a movie now, and I haven't been to a movie theater in forever. Last movie I saw in the theater was Barbie. Actually, I went with my mom. Exactly. It's like it sucks because it's just like if I want to see a movie, like I have to go see a movie because there's one like not too far from me, but it's like a one theater like indie house, and I was like. I like some of the movies that are down there. That's actually where I went to my very own Kinoplex to watch the Northman. I was at a private Kinoplex experience for that one, and it was totally fucking worth it. Totally worth it. every minute of it. My private Kinoplex. Bucket of popcorn, drink. I was set. It was. Especially if you got a private theater for it. It's amazing. Let's see. Let's see. As long as a part has a hard point, a weapon may be attached to it. And I find that to be very important to understand. Because if you notice, the head has hard points, the torso has hard points, arms and legs have hard points. You could stick a gun in every single part of your body if you so wish. Let's see. A haven has a number of factory parts, which comes standard. Place havens on the fly. Let's see. So this. Actually, we explain parts, and then we do factory parts. Then we do. So, hello. Hello, mama. What's up? What's poppin'? Hello, phone. Gundam heavy arms. I typed out mount. I don't know why it doesn't look like a word to me right now. Mount's a weird word. Any of you get fucked out of $20 to see Morbius? I saw Morbius and I'm like, no. However, I was Morbius' strongest soldier. I morbed out till the very end. Oh, fun fact, when I was on sick leave, eternal tummy hurt disease. I got all the weapons and weapon keywords up for my D40 game. Oh god. Morbing out was a unique experience, and I think I'm hoping that people will go in there and attempt to do Madam Web sweep so we can try to get a second one, but I don't believe we'll ever get a second variation of it. And if we do, it'll be hilarious. I want everyone to remember that. Actually, let's do... No. Okay, so... Let's see, any number of parts the Engram can afford, allowing them to... customize and tweak their haven. Below are a list of as I continue through this section. First things first, insert horizontal line, and what we can do here is the factory parts. These are your baseline parts. Then we start in with, we already established what the baseline parts are. Then we put in our parts here. This, and we hit this button, and we go down 1, 2, 3. Columns, column width 1. This looks kind of awful, but bear with me. There we go. We want to do appendage. Actually, no, we want to do head. What heads do we have? This row. Disruption action tactics. My mom's bored, so she wants to text me. Let's see. Score, hard points, disruptive console. Let's see. Closed visor. We want to do we're going to be adding new parts. Don't think we're not going to add new parts. What I need to do right now is I just need to put in some basic parts so people understand what's going on. I need to get my basic one. So this would go where the torso is. We don't have any special things for the torso, but I'm going to keep it here anyway, just to make sure. So we have our arm. We find our arm. We select all of our arm ones. We hit this button. 2, 8. So grapple arm cannot be disarmed with a ranged weapon. No melee weapon. Cannot be disarmed with a melee weapon. No ranged weapon. We can 1d6 to the brace action. The best way you can think about these parts is that these parts are these are our basic standard parts that form the baseline of everything else. Two legs here. These are going to form the foundation for everything we're going to be going forward with. Ooh, we get you, and then we have to do appendages. We do appendages. We're going like this. Oh, geez. Why don't we do this? That. Tell me more about the appendages, and then we. Oh, low, 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 low. I feel like I should have saw this coming. Appendage link. Yeah, if you want to see what what you might need to do is you might need to invest in a link. And if you invest in an appendage link, what you are doing is instead instead of having your arm, you have a linker on your arm, and now you can have 2 additional arms instead, so you could effectively just split your arm in half. However, if this appendage link were to break, then, well, you're shit out of luck. How many arms am I allowed to have? Madam, literally, who is the main character of a big budget theatrical film? Let's see. Maybe a lot of Darkest Dungeon for it. Hey, if it works, it works. Madam Web was because that they legitimately own the rights to it, and they won't get confused with Marvel again. All 4 arms at once, so he gave you arms. Yeah, technically, to give you an idea of how stupid one of these can get. This is the Azure Rose. This is the original Azure Rose. Now, as you can see, she's a light tactical console on her head. She's an animal striker geometric light torso with a super heavy cannon attached to it with an enchantment to her roll range attacks, light appendage link, and ammo storage, brute force geometric 1 featherweight light arm, and a featherweight right leg and left leg. Yeah, you can get very autistic about this. and that's the entire point, and we're just going to be adding more things. So what we've done is we've added all of this. So next we do armor class. Let's see. Each haven is built to withstand. Still be damaged with enough time. Each part purchased. Each part must be assigned. Must be assigned a armor class. Must be assigned an armor class. For example, actually from there they may increase the durability. They may increase the durability of that part for one score by +1 for one score. But let's see, let me increase the durability of that part by +1 for one score, up to the max durability of the max durability of armor class. For example, a heavy torso is +15. Is 15. A heavy torso is 15. Is 15 score. But they may under 25 durability, under 25 score worth of durability on their torso now. On their torso now. There we go. Let's see. Finds me. Clicking every button. You can have two heads on a haven. One will just cost. One will 15 score. Appendages. Do 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 do. Here we do this. We don't need the stage available anymore because it used to be the idea of why the stage available is there is because it used to be you had to actually progress through the story a little bit. You had to progress through the actual game itself. And then you actually got to invest in the higher tier of things. So we want to do. Yep. Generally speaking, I think most people are going to end up with the light or medium. That would be my guess. Super heavy is you literally have more armor than you have actual, places. However, if you already don't have one, I just real, why have I been given a sword? Why not? Let's see, crunch, fucking crunchy. I need new keyboard. Wall of meter bust. Why haven't you been given a sword? Well, the thing is this. The idea of the Havens are that they are incredibly mobile. You are very quick, you are very durable. And hey, we need to chop through something. Ammo is expensive, man. What do you... No. We're going to get as close to them as possible, and we're just going to keep hacking through them. Who cares? It's fast, it's economical, and what are those civilians? And what are those civilians going to do? Let's see. Hard points, max durability. Actually, do Yeah, it's one of those things like you can purchase this, it's just expensive, and that's eating into your initial one. Because 500 may seem like a lot, but it's really not. Goodness gracious, people are yelling at me. Oh no. Oh gee. People are posting cringe. I have Osiris, you are seeing things correct. What do you mean that the Knights in Magic chest laser isn't affordable? We're all gonna be poor. See, this is called motivation. Increase your score next time and you can afford better things. Come on, don't you want to be cooler? Why don't you just kill more civilians better? Come on. Come on, increase your score. Don't worry. You'll get something out of it, and that something is more toys. Okay. Now we get to the unfortunate reality of a section variation. So we get to do this. What are the rules I actually put here? Actually. Okay, this is where things start getting a little bit This is where things started getting a little bit little bit wonky. So, with most of humanity, Haven. Let's see. It's no surprise that variation for Haven parts are common. Each part. Let's say each part may have a number of variations. May have a number of variation. Actually, no. Each part may have. No, each part may have. Actually, no. It may have 3. No, 2. May have two variations attached to. Each part may have 2 variations attached to it, representing. Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 5 would be 30 different combinations, but we can probably add some later on. Each part may have 2 variations attached to it, representing various aspects. Intended purpose. Each variation, the standard. When applying a variation. We do this. It's kind of a weird way of wording that. 2 variations attached to it. Let's may have 2 variations representing various aspects of the part's intended purpose. When applying When applying a variation, they must pay the score of cost to apply each purchase per part to receive benefit when using that. Kind of a terrible way of wording it, but it's also kind of like the only way of wording it. So this is, we don't need the stage available, obviously, and this is score cost. This is score, baby. Increase your score. Come on, don't you want to increase your score? 1, 3. The striker 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Increase this up. We don't get any additional connections or hard points, but we do get special notes. So why would you pick anything other than the striker 6? Because we're poor and we can't afford this shit. Let's see. What we can do here is what I'm going to do anyway, is we're going to do this. What we can do is we do this. Here. This we this, 1, 2, 3, and then we center it. Don't need this one. There we go. Do the exact same thing. So why shouldn't I do this? This is just the melee version. Yeah, it's kind of some are pretty fucking obvious of what you should be choosing. Let's see. Then we start getting into the, hey, here's the ones that just let you increase your armor value. Because yeah, this is pretty useful. Add an additional. Yeah, you can just be armored brute. Why wouldn't you? You want to play a knight character? You play armored brute. They're not too creatively named because they're just hyper efficient. The entire point of this. Very hyper efficient. And we started getting into the animal parts. Yes, welcome to the animal parts where you literally have just... We're probably going to have to change the name of these. Can you tell... Hey kids, can you tell what's different about the animal part section? You're right. You get more connections. That's all it is. Why does this mean anything? You want to have a horrifying abomination? A month gift sub to someone called... Gave me a month gift sub to someone called Engram. We've had a few people go through and just hand out some gift subs every now and again. And yeah, it's cool. I've been very thankful for it. Gift subs are always nice. You can even see, people have told me that I need to shill my Patreon more, but I always feel really awkward shilling my Patreon. I'm like, nah, I don't. That's not how I do things. And I never have been the person to be like, I'm gonna talk about my Patreon. Not really. I don't actually like doing that. I find that very awkward. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3. That's why you should all follow me for my gamer subs. Fucking gamer subs, man. I love it. You too can buy some booby anime girl I don't know. Geometric will probably change, by the way. Now, you may be wondering, why are these named so strangely? The answer is the answer is because they needed to be named this way, because I needed to represent the mechs in the show. Remember, this is based off a shitty anime known as Granbelm. But I like Granbelm, and that's all that matters. There we go. Little awkward. There we go, actually. So if we do all this, so these are our basic ones. We're going to have to add more parts. But basic understanding. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually increase we're going to increase this by, normally it was 5, we're going to start at 8, we're going to increase it by, if we increase it by 8, it would go 24, 32, 40, and then we can actually end off on 50. We start at 8. The numbers are going to be a little odd, but you should have a little bit of durability. I would want people to have a little bit left over. Armored, though, we're going to... Actually, we can kind of keep... Let's keep it this way. Keep it lower, because the thing is here, you're not getting the additional armor. You're just getting the right to buy additional armor. Animal... Animal is fine as well, I think. I think keeping animal just a little bit cheaper here should be fine. Geometric, we are going to go for a slightly different math here. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, and then we move on to 40. So it's kind of hitting that 6. Hitting that 6 is a little bit bigger. Ammo storage. Mm. Let's see. So easy enough to understand. I think we're going to increase this up by a lot. We're going to make this pretty extensive. Because the idea, we see the special notes here. So the basic special notes are, hey, you get more range damage with this particular, particular arm. I have a cannon in my right arm. I can apply this to be a Striker 3 arm. If it's a Striker 3 arm, then my cannon is going to do more damage by default, because that's what I want to do. If you want to play a sicko gamer mode character, you're going to need to invest in very expensive parts. Very expensive variations. So we do Arminox Weapons of War. Now, we don't need to do the Arminox, obviously. The thing is, what I need to do is I need to get all of this information onto Iron Methuselah. Because once all of this information is in Iron Methuselah, then we can start doing some things. Man Scorpion with Missile Pod Stinger, 2 big Shield Claw arms, and 4 upper body with 4 big axes and a rotary cannon in the chest. The thing is, how the actual, beat combat system works, that's not even necessarily going to be super efficient. That's the funny part. And that's the entire part of, what I intend with this, with the beat combat system is, you can't really make, I want to make a fucking Doom weapon. Let's see, Human evolution is a weapons evolution. Human evolution is a weapons evolution. And in a... Actually... Apocalyptic weaponry in the name of avenging Terra Sol. Every single weapons are built from let's see, weapons are a weapon. A weapon falls into two categories: melee or range. Melee weapons but requires them to close the distance. Ranged weaponry. Sit. that. Mm. 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 Melee weapons have a number of silent glances flat out when striking an enemy, but may range weaponry has an effective range, but may be used to pepper an enemy. Mm. 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 Let's see if a part has multiple hard points with multiple weapons. Mm. Mm. And then each may make a when making an attack when you use it. There we go. Yes, one of the ideas is that having a big fuck ton of actual weapons in a single arm, it means you can just eat stinger missile. Yeah, fuck you, eat stinger missiles. What is the combat like? Combat, if we scroll down here a little bit, combat uses a system I call the beat system. Beat system is fairly simple. We begin a combat. Everyone starts at D4 beat die. For every action that you do that is different, you're going to increase your beat die up. So it's going to go from D4, D6, D8, D10, D12, finally D20. Now, if you notice for some of these, such as attacking, is you're going to deal whatever your beat die is, plus whatever your weapon of choice is, plus whatever your weapon damage is, minus their evasion or brace. Or you get things such as evasion, which is whatever your beat die is. And then you get combo enders. Hey, you can attempt to disarm them. You can attempt to tear them in half. You can attempt to grapple them. The idea is that your beat die is a kind of your rhythm. That if you ever take the same action twice, it actually goes all the way back down to D4. Not really good for you to just attack endlessly because you're only going to do D4 damage. However, if you're able to string multiple things together and then end it off on a D12, instead of doing D4 damage, you're doing D12 damage. A little bit different. It is a game of managing, of wanting to push yourself before hitting a certain point, but then also realizing, hey, I need to just attack this person, so what if I'm at D6? I need to do this. Or, hey, do I have things to actually do to break past this? Which is one of the useful things of if you go berserk. If you go berserk in this game, congratulations. You get to have 2 actions around, which means your beat die builds twice as fast. It goes from D4, D6, D8, D10, D12, D20 really quickly. You can do that in 3-4 turns. Bad news is, you're a threat to society and everyone's scared of you. Good news, you won. You're going sicko mode, so does it really matter? Okay, so this is where things start getting a little bit complicated. So we want to do... we're going to start with melee weapons. Ow. Has run out. While inside of a haven, while in haven scale melee weapons. Let's see. Haven scale melee weapons are able to tear through Nephilim exosuits and vehicle. The main downside of using these tools. This would dissuade those who have a life to lose. When creating a we'll choose a size and the type of choose the size and the type of the weapon. Will indicate the score cost. Will score cost, damage, and slots used by the and hard points. We want this. We 3. We let you go 1, 2, 3. Hit that button. Yeah, as you see, it was a little bit redundant here. Going to do is actually do actually, I want to see something. Can I do this? Let's see. Need to make it smaller. You make it so much smaller. Small can I get? But how big are you? Let's play a game. How large are you? What if I do what if I did 0.75? What if I brought you down to 1? If I brought you all down to 0.9. You small. Actually, we can make you 3. If we do 1, but then we go down to 0.8, 0.75, 76, 75, 73, 72. 73 is our limit. So let's see if this works. Table to you, put you here. Oh. Oh. Little janky looking, but hey, it works. What we can do is maybe we can even do a little bit. No, don't mean to do that. We can do a little bit finagling here. And then put that a 5 there. Ooh, we add melee weapon types right here. Select you. Normal. Yes, I do technically classify a shield as a weapon. That is simply because there was no place else to put them. Let's see. Oof. I don't have enough room for this. Okay, so let's see. So blade. You immediately enter a grapple after the attack. While the through strike deals damage twice the same section. Same part. Adds action embed. Adds action embed. The character the Haven embeds their weapon into the target, dealing melee damage normally, but dealing half damage the next turn. Same section to the same part or series of parts. Lance while strike ignores brace, does not attack 2 sections. Parts. Follow through strike target lowers the target's combo by 1 step. Scythe attack 2. Shield cannot use follow through strike, which is allowed shield at any point around. Their combo. Follows strength deals damage to 2 sections of 2 parts of the target. They do not need to be connected. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. I saw you Googling next from AC earlier. Did you play 6? I have not been able to play AC 6 yet. And I haven't been able to play AC 6 yet because I was like, oh, you need to have a controller for it. And I don't own a controller. Even though I keep getting told, hey, you can totally play without a keyboard. But then someone, like, I'm like, I'm going to buy it. And then they're like, how about you don't do that? You can't buy that. That's silly. You need a controller. You don't need a controller. It's that back and forth is awful. See, my current thing, what I'm doing right now is I'm putting myself through some emotional turmoil of replaying Fallout 4. And Fallout 4 is, I've spoke about it before, it's a fascinating game for all the wrong reasons. You want a controller, but you can play with mouse and keyboard. Yeah, that's what I've been getting at, and it's usually like you can play with mouse and keyboard. Always feels like you can, but really Yakuza play with a gamepad. I'm like, oh, I see. I see, Kazuma Kiryu. I see what you're doing here. I didn't mean to click that button. No, we. No stranger. Violence begets violence, and humanity is no stranger to kinetic projectile weapon. With advancements through. Well, that was a weird noise. Give me 1 second. I'm going to check that out. I don't know what sound that was. I don't like random sounds. Well, that was weird. I just like checked around. Fallout 4 was interesting. Fallout 4 was it's really interesting because I think I finally have like the good way of explaining Fallout 4 to people is that it's McDonald's fun. Nobody likes McDonald's. Everyone hates it. It's the worst thing ever. But people still go to McDonald's because it's reliable. You're gonna get a McChicken and you damn well know what's gonna be on that McFucking chicken. That's the entire point. It's not supposed to be good, it's not supposed to be bad, it's supposed to be McFucking Donald's. Fallout 4 is the McDonald's of video games. You can play that game and you'll be like, wow, look, I got a special chest at the end that gives me a bunch of toys. Hey, look, I can go here and I get a bunch of toys. Hey, look, I get to complete a quest which is the same as every other quest. Hey, like that's every single thing about Fallout 4 is a on paper improvement from New Vegas. And I say an on paper improvement. There are more factions than New Vegas. There's more things to do than in New Vegas. There's a better story than in New Vegas. And you look at it and you're like, yeah, alright, this makes sense. But then you're like, no, there are critical flaws in this. Like, there are horrible, horrible flaws in this game. but you just turn your brain off while you're playing it, and you're like, yes, I'm going to go into a dungeon, I'm going to walk forward. On paper is accurate, paper doesn't have soul. Yeah, that's kind of the main thing with Fallout 4, is that it is very... Why are the perks so lame? Because someone sat someone else down. Because someone sat a focus group down. And that focus group said Fallout New Vegas's perks were too confusing. Okay. And they say, hey, what did you pick for your traits? Well, I always picked this, this, and this. And they said, well, consistently speaking, most people select Wild Wasteland. 95% of our focus group said they picked Wild Wasteland. So why don't we just put Wild Wasteland in the game? It's not even an option anymore. It just always is. It always is and never has not been. Hey, why is, well, there aren't many guns in Fallout New Vegas. And there really aren't. There's a handful of really good guns, and there are guns that are kind of gimmick guns. And they're like, hey, we're gonna add in way more guns because you guys love Skyrim. So we're gonna give all of these guns unique effects. And it's, you can never find a 10mm pistol in Fallout 4. At a certain point, you will never find a 10mm pistol. You will find a automatic one, you will find an advanced hardened fucking 3-shot burst fire pistol, you'll find a fucking 10mm enhanced super optic double on, you'll find a bunch of shit. Doesn't matter though. Or like, oh, well, I didn't understand how armor worked. Well, now it's this. Well, I didn't like how I could get locked out of faction stuff. Because you can get locked out of quests in New Vegas. It's very easy to get locked out of quests in New Vegas. And they said, well, we don't want that. So they're going to railroad you into it. Oh, well, here's the Minutemen. The Minutemen will never not hate you. Will never not, will never betray you. Because they will do anything you say, because they are all important. They're all fundamental to the plot. And you love everyone. Because they're all such super cool, unique characters. And you're like, wow, I hate every single faction. That's the funny thing. There is no good faction in Fallout 4. It's not like, oh, there's no good noble faction. No, it's that every single faction sucks. Every single faction is composed of fucking idiots. Especially the Railroad. The fucking Railroad is a Burger King kids club. And you'll want to believe, oh hey, it's the Burger King's kids club. They're not going to be terrible, but wow, you look at it and you're like, wowzers, look, they're a bunch of fucking idiots. We're fighting to secure the Commonwealth. No, you're not. There's a settlement that needs our assistance. Because here's the thing. This is the funny thing, guys. I literally made a point this run to do the settlement stuff. I have been going to every settlement. I've been doing everything I can with them. And you know what? It's completely fucking worthless. It doesn't feel good to do any of the settlement stuff. Because you need one perk to make that system function. To invalidate 90% of the game when it comes to a settlement. You need the ability to caravan materials. You need to set up supply lines. If you can get the one where you can set up supply lines between settlements, the game, the settlement system is irrelevant. And I'm like, oh, well, I was like, oh, well, I'll set up shops and I'll do all these things. I'm like, okay, what am I getting out of this really? I mean, like, you get 50 ears of corn. I'm like, the game's way too fucking easy to actually even justify doing. I've died a handful of times. It's usually because of turrets, because I'm playing a melee build. And it's like, oh no. oh no. But I did the Brotherhood quest first, and the Brotherhood is moronic. because things occur with the Brotherhood. And then I'm like, okay, I'll do the Institute this time. And I'm trying to be like friendly with all the Institute people, but then it's like, good God, it takes so long to get anything done in that game. Any quest you have, like any main like quest line game of quest in that fucking game is agonizing. Because it just takes so long to do anything. And it's like, shut up. Shut up, Father. Shut up, Piper. Shut up, all of you. I hate all of you. Sorry, your companion is disapproved of this. Shut up. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, this is the main difference between melee and range weapons. Melee weapons are have fixed damage values. These guys have randomized damage values. Now, originally, we just have these. These are all going to need to get changed to various degrees. Alright. So how do you feel about a combat system with damage dealt based on how well you beat the target armor class? Yeah, that could work. The difficulty there, and this would be my thing, my difficulty there is that you would want to prevent people to stack advantages. Because if you do that is you're going to want to do everything in your power to get as many bonuses to beat that armor class as efficiently as possible, rather than anything else. If that makes sense. It's kind of like, well, damage isn't as useful as being able to just roll a higher number to beat the target armor. Of course, that kind of depends on how the game, and maybe that's what you want, but that's just kind of the idea. You've placed an incentive, and that incentive is bigger boom. Now this is where I'm going to have to rewrite this section. I know that for a fact, but I just want to get things hammered out, because we don't really need to... we want to put in something like the enchantment system? Hmm. I'm going to put this as a note. I'm going to put this as a note here. I don't know if I will do it. I need to mull on this. That's the big thing. I need to mull on this because it's a very particular thing of what I would want to do. No. Okay, yeah, I mean that works fine. You'll be okay there. The thing there is just anytime you're tempted to add a +1 there, just keep that in mind because it's going to be very tempting and players are going to ask for +1s and that's just something you have to be like keep an eye out for because you won't notice it. You know, like it's just a +1, you'll say, and then you realize that's not +1. That's +1 damage. That's +1 accuracy. That's +1 to a lot more things than just a +1. It's you'll think about it, and you're like, I can add this as this bonus effect here, and you're like, oh no, uh-oh, this isn't how this works. Oh no. Someone sent me cringe. Mm. Mm. See, you say, oh, sometimes cringe is fun. But then you see this, and then it's not fun. This is just pain. See, my favorite thing is this, like, oh, it's a system-neutral anime-inspired TTRPG book, even though it's pretty clearly like, these are just really uninspired anime designs, and then most of it seems to be ripped off from Monster Girl Encyclopedia. And I have a rather extensive history with Monster Girl Encyclopedia. To give you an idea, it looks like a bunch of bad VTuber assets. Yeah, and then, wow, look everyone, it's the AIDS series, see it? Wow, who are you? I'm curious. Who are you? I want to know who you are. Plain Simple. TTRPG YouTuber. PlainSimple.com. I don't know who you are, but let's take a look. It can't be that odd. Oh, that's just Komi-san. That's just Senko. That's just that guy from Full Metal Alchemist whose name I can never remember. Anime pages for 5. Oh, that's just Natsuki. That's just Natsuki from Doki Doki Literature Club. Why is she in here? I hate you. I hate you and I wish you were done. Why? Why do you exist? Tell me. Monsieur. There has to be a reason. You wouldn't just be posting cringe on the internet. Oh. You wouldn't just be posting cringe on the internet. At least I post cringe on the internet with purpose, with reasons. He just plays D&D. And he wants to pretend it's not D&D, so he could sell it to more people. Monsieur, you wouldn't be doing this. No. Nope. 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 We're not going to think about it. I am oh, this guy. See, this is the thing you gotta remember. This is one important thing you gotta remember. It's a little bit late, so I need to leave and write an entire thing. This is the beautiful thing. You ever want to know why I am a weird authority on the wonderful world of Monster Girl Encyclopedia? Just understand I wrote the RPG for it. Welcome to my final ultimate cringe. This isn't even everything. I had to cut a bunch of stuff. God, see, the original version, people still request access to the original version, which I find very funny. And it will never not be funny that people still ask, like, hey, can you please open up the original version? I like that one more. I'm like, no, you don't. No, you don't. You absolutely, I even say literally not the right document. And they still are like, man, you gotta fix all these things, man. You gotta fix everything, cause it's not right. I'm like, you motherfuckers, don't look at this document, it's wrong, it's bad, it was never good. I fixed it all to make it better. Not only did you write the RPG, you wrote it twice. Yes. That's why I find it very funny. See, but I'm also a very strict person of being like, oh, how can I create this anime character in Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition? I'm like, no. Don't do this to yourself, please. Play anything else, guys. I'm begging you. But you never do, and they never will. But I'm going to call it here, because I need to write a script tonight for the Riddle of Steel. Now, didn't quite get as much done as I wanted to, but we're going to probably hammer out some more things on Wednesday. Once it's one of those things, like, once we get past this kind of hurdle, did either of you play Zweihander? Well, yes, I have played Zweihander. I played Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay 2nd edition. You know, Zweihander, the good one. Like, yeah, I'm a. People have literally been yelling at me for the past about 2 years to go over Warhammer 4th edition. To give you an idea, this is important, eyes. Zweihander is 95% Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay 2nd edition. That Daniel Fox claimed to be his. Because Daniel Fox is a hack, and he deserves to be hit by a truck. I remember what you did, Fox. Don't you lie to me. I always know. I remember the shitposting on TG. I remember you trying to claim Zweihander was OSR. I remember it all. Be the Age of Sigmar TRPG. Yeah, yeah, Soulbound. Soulbound is a unique game. I find it really interesting because I think I would have liked the game more if it was not Age of Sigmar. Because I looked at it, I'm like, I have no idea what any of the fuck this means. Because it's like because there's no setting to Age of Sigmar. That's the weird thing. There's no setting to Age of Sigmar. There are things that occur at places. And that's the point of the game. That's the point of the setting. And then it's like, oh. Like, oh, Jesus. Maybe if it was the old world. Yeah, Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay 4th edition is apparently way better, and it's really good. Even though apparently the company making Soulbound, no, the company is currently doing a old world RPG as well. That's the new one. Is they're making an old world RPG, which is going to be interesting. No idea how that's going to go, by the way. No fucking clue. But going to call it there. Thank you all for watching. Godspeed. Good luck. Sorry for the shorter stream. A little bit distracted. Things happen, and we got to get things done. I meant to stream earlier, but I needed to watch the 11.5-hour Skyrim lore video because God help us all if I don't watch that. Well, welcome to my obsession. All right, so thank you. Godspeed. Love you all. Kiss you. You know there is.